Good afternoon, folks. We are live once again. Let's get everything swapped over to the right layout, and we will resume monster hunting. There we go. Audio and visual should be good. Keep the sound where it is for now. People can let me know later on if I need to tweak it.
Hello. Good luck out there.
But it has been a hot minute. We haven't done any Monster Hunter streams in a while. And little bits have changed in the playthroughs since the last time. I can't remember what exactly we were doing before. I think we were primarily farming materials and working through leveling up on anomaly stuff, which we'll still be doing today. But I wanted to show off a new weapon that I built a set for, which is timely because there's been a lot of news coming out for Wilds. And this is a weapon that I've played in other games off and on, but I've never done like a main playthrough in any of the series. And that's the bow. So what we're going to do, kind of like we've done with all of the other weapons, as kind of like a start to the stream here, is we'll go into the practice dojo and actually talk about the moveset that I have slotted into the bow here. In Sunbreak, I know the bow is considered a pretty high-tier competitive weapon damage-wise. It's very powerful. I suck at using it. I'd like to get better at it so that I can take advantage of a lot of the features it has to do well and get good hunt times. I do know that Matt is a bow main. It's one of his main weapons, bow and hammer. And so he probably knows the weapon a lot better than me, but I've played it. When was the last time I played bow? I didn't really bow much in World Iceborne before this. I think I messed around at bow a little bit in GU and 4U, and maybe a little in Freedom Unite, but the bow changes kind of a lot between different games, especially in this one. So let's go to the training room and talk about what the moveset is on this bow. Or just the bow in general. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hey, Red Dragon's here. What's up, Red Dragon? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a decent Saturday. If you still want to party up a little bit later on in the stream, then we can jump on Red Dragon. I know we talked about potentially helping you get through base rise, and so we can definitely do that still. Red Dragon says, I am, thanks. You? Yeah, I'm doing alright. I didn't have to wake up stupid early today, but I did have to go get my hairs cut, so that's why we're starting a little bit later than I originally had scheduled for tomorrow. But we get to play Monster Hunter, so it's all good. Alright, I need to be mindful. I don't think I can actually get KO'd here, but due to my skill set having the frenzy thing on it, I need to be careful. So let's actually get rid of that. Just need to land enough hits to proc the frenzy overcome state, and then it'll go away and I'll stop losing health continuously. There we go. Alright, so what is the bow? Obviously it is a ranged weapon like the two bow guns, but unlike those weapons, the bow does not have limited ammo. One function of its equipment loadout is coatings. You can see it on the right side where my ammo would normally be in a bow gun. But if we hit triangle, it loads various coatings that boost different things with the bow's natural parameters, and the loadout of coatings depends on the bow itself. This one can use power coating, paralysis coating, all of them use close range, and this one can use exhaust. Power coating is the most useful one because it just straight up boosts damage to arrows. If we hold the left trigger, it puts us into aiming mode, which gives us a targeting reticule like this. If we hit right trigger just once, we have a single shot. The bow is based on manipulating its levels to up the damage of arrows. And again, I'm not an expert on the weapon, so I'm still kind of learning. But we have charge levels by holding right trigger. So we get 1, 2, 3 on this one. And then if we let the arrows go, they do more damage the higher the charge goes. One thing that's in this game, I don't know if it was in World Iceborne, because again, didn't play the weapon. But if we go, and I don't even think we need to be in aiming mode. If we just target and shoot rapidly using the trigger, it will level the bow up. It's a charge, single charge and shoot mechanic. So we can kind of go like a rapid fire, and it'll successively charge up the level of each volley to the max if you do it in sequence. Which is kind of handy because, let's say you're having to move a lot and you don't have time to just hold. You can pinpoint and do kind of like a rapid fire thing. You'll get the damage boost. In addition to its charges, and I gotta think kind of carefully about how I want to describe stuff here, because again, still learning the weapon. If we hit circle, from neutral, we actually get a melee stab. And stake thrust is one of the switch skills, which if we go up and melee the monster, it'll plant a stake, and shooting it will get more damage. It's basically like a worm stake, and then after a certain amount of time it goes away. If we go into aiming mode with no charge, same thing. But if we are going into our charged or uncharged volleys and we hit circle after, we get what's called absolute power shot, which follows up the volley with a much stronger shot that will do additional damage. And I believe it scales, let's see, 82, scales to the charge, I believe. We'll find out. Yeah. So if you follow up with the power shot after a higher charge, then it does more damage, and it does eat through stamina, so you have to be a little bit careful. As you're holding the charge, you'll see my yellow stamina bar ticking down a little bit. Power shot takes a little bit of a chunk out, so stamina management is very important with bow. In the older games, we used to use dash juice to basically get infinite stamina for a short amount of time, and that would allow us to not have to worry too much about it, but we don't have that in this. Hey, Wormrack Evercraft is here. What's up, Worm? Welcome to the Monster Hunter stream. Hope you're having a good day. We are doing a real quick and dirty overview of the bow, a weapon that I don't know too well. And I'm doing my best to kind of explain how it works. Hey, don't put me in a jar. Things never happen well or end up well when something gets put in a jar. I remember the days of the Brony fandom. I would very much like to not be put in a jar. Okay, Skittles are okay. That's fine. Alright, so in addition to the power shot, we can follow it up again with power volley. I need to remember that that's even there. So that's an additional follow-up that can do KO damage. That's right.
Love you, buddy.
So a lot of the bow is positioning well in order to capitalize damage and then follow up when you can afford it stamina-wise and you have an opening to really pile the damage on. The bow has different shot types, kind of like the bow guns and gun lance, but I use rapid And real quickly to explain, what the shot type determines is how the arrows behave. So there's 3 of them. For pierce, when you fire a volley of arrows, they kind of fly in a line and they pierce through a target through a certain amount of time. Okay, I'm fine with Baja Blast Worm. If I had to choose, either that or the Skittles is good. So Pierce fires them in kind of a horizontal spread, or vertical spread rather, and they pierce through a target through a certain amount of hit zones to do damage. The second type is Spread, which, as the name would suggest, fires kind of a fanning volley to kind of spread the damage over a larger zone. Worm says, "Nah, go eat these because I'm in pain." Alright. Well, go get some rest. Take a nap. Take it easy. So we have Pierce, Spread, and then the last type that I like to use on my bows is Rapid. And the shot type is built into each bow. You can't switch it around. So you have to craft bows that have the shot type you want. Rapid, if we look at the aiming reticle here, it fires a pack of arrows concentrated on a spot. So they don't pierce through the target, and they don't spread around in a large area. They focus. You can see a cluster get landed on the spot where the aiming reticule is. I like the concentrated part of Rapid because it makes park breaking a little easier because you can aim. But how you kind of gear the bow's skills depends on the shot type and how you want to capitalize on damage. I've built this set for Elemental Bow. Elemental Rapid Bow specifically. And so the idea is using the elemental weakness of the monster and focusing its damage on parts is kind of how I built this set. As kind of an all-purpose thing. And it's worked decently well. I've tested it a bit, but the main purpose of today is to practice some more and get better with the weapon. In addition to the different power shots, absolute power shot and volley, if we're charging and we hit R2 plus circle, we get arc shot. This move has changed a bit across different games. In this case, it fires an arrow up and over the target, and it creates an area of effect buff state. And this one is, I think this is attack up or stamina up. You have to look at or it's healing. I don't remember exactly, but I don't use it terribly often. But if you're hunting in a group and you use this, you can bestow buffs upon the rest of your team, which is nice. So good kind of support type skill. I don't know if the attack ones are still in the game. I have to look at some of the other bows. Next up, we have a really interesting move that I don't use a ton, but it's fairly powerful if you can use it correctly. And that's Dragon Piercer. If we hit triangle circle while in aiming charge state, you get this. Which gets a really big arrow, charges up, and it will pierce through targets to do a bunch of damage that hits through. Really useful for longer targets, but if you can line them up and shoot down the body of the monster, Dragon Piercer is pretty powerful. But it's got a big setup. You got to charge it and not take any hits, but it does pack on quite a bit of damage if you can get it off. As far as mobility options, the base movement for the bow uses rolls. You can back hop, which is nice. And you can do it from charge too. I need to remember that's there as well to get you out of range quickly. Can't do it sideways. It's just back and just back. Can't do it forward. But one of my favorite things about this particular switch skill loadout for the bow that hasn't existed prior to Rise in this fashion is the dodge bolt. I think it's one of the most important things the bow can do, and that's being able to evade out of a charge or aiming state. So if I hit dodge, my hunter will spin to the side, do a quick dodge to get out of the way, and it's kind of hard to see, but she sweeps out with an arrow. It might show up better if I do it close. And it does a little bit of damage, and makes contact more than anything else. But when you use dodge bolt at the right time, and I'm still learning the timing, not only do you get out of the way, but that functions like a parry. It will parry an attack if done right, and will instantly level your charge up. I think it's either 1 or to max. So, in addition to being able to be mobile, you can play really aggressively with the bow.
I am not going down that easily.
And as long as you time it correctly around monster attacks, roars, projectiles, or anything, you can parry and then keep the pressure on the target. It's a very interesting concept that, according to the weapon preview for bow in Wilds, they're keeping a dodge in there, but I don't know if the dodge bolt is there. Instead, it's more like an adept evade from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Generations and Generations Ultimate. But very interesting to see a dedicated dodge mechanic built into the bow. The weapon looks insane in Wilds. And so I think that covers the majority of the core moveset the way I have the bow set up in this. We can look at the soak binds real quick. If we go R2, since it's a ranged weapon, and we go circle, we get Herculean draw, which is a boost to damage, and I think it's faster draw speed. Let's see if the weapon overview explains. Empowered attacks for a short amount of time. Okay, so I think that's damage. I don't know if it's draw speed. I can't prove that. But good to have on. It lasts for a certain amount of time and then wears off and needs to be reapplied. The other soak bind, which is a little bit more utility based, looks like this. Focus shot. So when you use focus shot, your hunter will jump back, enter this sort of crouch drawn state with the bow, and recovers stamina extremely fast. So it functions as a good get out of the way move to get out of range of an attack. And if you're running low on stamina, like let's say you're going pretty aggressive with your shots and power shots, which is difficult because I think my Heaven Sent skills making everything regenerate really fast. Oh, let's see. If I can get it down a little bit and I'll pop the skill. It's a bit more obvious when I'm out on a hunt and doing this. Maybe we can pop our stamina bar up a little more. Let's see. Alright, let's see if we can just burn our stamina down, and then I'll use the soak bind. If I just spam dodge bolt, you can see it just chipping away at my stamina. Now if we use this, it's a little bit hard to see because there's only a small amount to fill, but if I was nearly bottomed out on my stamina and I used focus shot like that, it would almost instantaneously fill, and we'd be able to keep the offensive on. So a really handy combination of skills between Herculean draw to amp damage and then stamina management with focus shot. Seemed to work out pretty well so far. But in general, I should talk about critical distance too. If I'm too far away, or too close too, I think. If I'm either too close or too far, outside the optimal range for the bow, the reticule becomes yellow like that. I think it'll turn red if I'm not even going to hit the target at all. No, that's bow guns. So it'll just stay yellow. We want it to be orange. to show we're in critical distance. And the shot types critical distance are different, I believe. Rapid's kind of mid-range. I want to say spreads closer and pierces farther, but I don't play those types, so I don't know. So as a result, in addition to managing stamina and shot types and positioning, you have to manage critical distance too, because if we get too close, our arrows will do reduced damage. If we get too far, they'll do reduced damage. So we want to stay right about mid-range to be able to
That's my buddy.
keep that to critical distance and do maximum damage as possible. And that's the trick. Unlike something like Pierce Light Bowgun, where we stay way back and try and snipe down the target with piercing shots, this setup we're going to be kind of in the monster's face and trying to position to be able to hit the weak points and use things like Dodge Bolt to get out of the way and stay safe. So that's a real quick and dirty explanation of bow. You take it out on some hunts and actually practice a little bit more. It's a fun weapon. Again, I just suck at it, but I want to get better because I'm seriously thinking of taking up the bow as an alternate weapon in Wilds, given what they're adding to it. We'll have to do a follow-up stream after next week because Gamescom's happening, and I think a lot of news is going to come out of Gamescom for Wilds. I'm hoping we get a release date. I'm hoping we get the reveal of the flagship for the game. Maybe if we win the Monster Hunter lottery, they'll unveil a new weapon. It sounds like that might not be happening, which would be a shame. I'd love to see 1 or 2 new weapons. It's been 2 games. And then technically 3 games in 2 generations since they've debuted anything new.
Hey there.
Alright. I do want to look at something for later.
Make it happen.
If I jump on with Red Dragon, I want to use a bow that I don't have to swap around constantly. And I think I want to go Blast Rapid. And it's the Teostra bow. Okay. This bow was really good in GU and maybe World. I guess that's good that I was farming Teostra earlier. But we need
I'll put everything Master Hammond taught me
We
to
need
good use.
high rank
I can swing
Teostra.
whatever you need.
Okay. We have that. Enough to upgrade it. Then we go all the way to the max. We just need high rank bits. Okay. I'll practice
See you
against
soon.
high rank Teostra. That's fine. Let's make sure we grab our coatings. Red Dragon says, did I hear my name? Yeah, I was saying that I want to craft this blast bow. That way, when I'm helping you, I don't need to be constantly switching between different elements. It's either going to be that one or the Chaotic Gore one that ups. Actually, if I have that, I might not even need to do this now. Let me see. It'd be good to have a blast bow. Oh, we do have this one. Okay. Let's do a practice run. Anyway, just to do it. I can try and illustrate some of the stuff I was talking about with the core concepts of the bow. So high rank Teo.
Take a look at the quest list.
Where are you? List. There you are. Emperor of Flame. Okay, Teostra in the caverns.
You'll do great.
All right, let's go.
All right, then we got everything. We'll go ahead and jump in. I was farming
Ready to go.
Master Rank Anomaly Teostra, and I tried it with the bow. Did not go super well. At very high Anomaly Rank, Teostra's kind of a beast. Lots of damage. But high rank should be pretty manageable. They're going in way over geared.
I'm back. Faster, buddy.
There you are.
There's the target.
Wakey wakey. I guess this would be a good chance to practice my dodge bolt timing too. It seems like like some of the other evasion skills with dodge bolt. Whoops. I need to be careful about that. You don't want to dodge through the monster. Uh-oh. You want to actually make contact with the bolt, which is what triggers the kind of animation for the parry. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to trying to completely get away from something. So we'll kind of experiment. I shouldn't be super in danger of getting one shot. But Tails just does hit hard still, so I have to be careful. Especially when my health is ticking down. Yeah, I think a good damage zone's on the face. So the fire barrier. Oh. There we go. We got Frenzy State off. Got our affinity boost for that. You going?
Don't
Aw.
let it get away. Let's go.
Okay, we're heading up and out. Just in time for my frenzy buff to wear off and I'll have to do it all over again. Should try to plant a stake. Oh, not on the arm though. That's not a good place for that.
Love
Okay.
it, buddy.
Being able to dodge bolt through things like the flamethrower is also handy if I can time it correctly. I want to get that timing down, but it's pretty risky when this thing's mad. Herculean Draw also does give you kind of an evade, since it moves you to the side a bit. So you can use it kind of as a emergency get out of the way move, I suppose.
I'm gonna get you!
Stay still. Nah. Too far. Ow. Can I not go into dodge bolt from focus shot stance? Okay, it's good to know. Uh-oh. Where's that coming from? There it is. Hey, Val. Get it right.
You do what I say now! Yahoo! Watch and learn!
Get those hits. Maybe we can break something. Valstrax is such a fun Elder Dragon. I don't know if we'll see this one in Wilds. The fact that we got it in Rise is pretty crazy.
This is the end of the line for you!
Ah. Trying to aim Dragon Piercer down the body is your best bet with that move. Okay, yeah, I don't think I could do Dodge Bolt out of focus stance.
After it!
I think we're doing decent damage. This quest time is not going to be super optimized. If I can get around 15, between 15 and 20, which is pretty bad for a high rank quest, but I'll consider it kind of a wash since I'm still learning the weapon. At peak efficiency, Bow gets some of the best hunt times in the game, which is why I want to get good at it. It's very powerful, just kind of one of the more technically complex weapons to learn.
That looks like it's gonna
Nova.
hurt!
Yeah. Maybe if I get really good with the weapon, I can learn timing to dodge bolt that, 'cause I'm pretty sure you can. But I am not confident in my ability to do that right now.
You're the best, pal.
I need to stop doing that because my fingers are on the triggers for all the aiming attacks. If I try and recover from a big hit and I go into a wire fall to dodge away, if I hit the triggers, then my weapon's not out and it'll just make me zip, which I do not want to do. I also need to remember I can dodge bolt backwards, not just side to side. Okay, got its horns.
Now it's personal.
There we go. It's a better hit. Nope, nope. Right when I throw my buff.
Don't
Ah,
let it get away. Let's go.
what a waste. Oh, I should probably go over my skill loadout. I'll do that when I get back to town. I'll show you folks what skills I've got on this armor set. Is that Maggie? Yep. Take a free ride.
You do what I say now.
What was that? Oh, wings. That's nice. Oh, almost dead. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. No. Nope.
Love you, buddy.
We'll figure the timing out eventually. Ah, see, there it is again. I want my bow out. You can either go directly into a draw attack by hitting R2, but you gotta be careful because if I don't do that, first, it uses up a wire bug. I do not want to waste my wire bugs. Uh-oh. Oh, that would definitely one-shot me, even on high rank. Alright. Ah, sub 15.
Didn't even break a
If I was playing the bow effectively, that should be like a 7-minute fight. But
What have we
I'm
here?
not, so it took longer. Alright, we'll see if we got the bits we need to be able to craft the blast bow. If not, I'll take the chaotic one when I jump over to do co-op. That's fine.
Piece of cake.
The armor set that I'm using for the bow that I put together, the layered armor is Gosharag, but we'll go back to town and take a look at the actual skill set. It's kind of a mix of pieces. Gem. Okay. I needed 2 or 3 carapaces, I think. Yeah, 1357. Not a super great time considering it's a high rank fight with master rank gear.
Well, hey there! Alright, let's make it happen!
I am 1 carapace short. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. All right.
See you soon!
Your
See,
spirit
did my
shines
anomaly
bright.
target change? Acnosom. Oh, I don't have an inflicted Acnosom quest, so guess we're rematching against Teo. I'm gonna take a weapon that I can use to end this fight a little bit faster. Actually, you know what? I'm practicing again. I could do better than that last time. Yeah. Time to beat 13 minutes. I think you can do it. Oh, I see. Red Dragon has redeemed Drop a Beat. Okay, we will do that before we go out on the next quest. Reason why I don't have Wheel of Weapons up this week for a redeem is because I have some kind of deliberate things I want to do with the weapons I'm playing, specifically working with the bow. But probably next time we'll have Wheel of Weapons back, and then maybe I'll even have another one crafted by then. I'm trying to think of what I want to make next, because I have to go back and finish my Charge Blade and Switch Axe sets. They're not maxed out, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant to use those on upper level anomaly stuff. But I need to finish those, build optimized sets for both Charge Blade and Switch Axe, because I think it'll be a little different. I think I might do Hunting Horn next. We'll see. I also have to rebuild my Master Rank Gun Lance set. The one I have is not optimized at all. It's not maxed out. I was thinking either Hunting Horn or Long Sword next. We'll see. Eventually we'll get to all of them. Alright, let me mute the game audio here. And we'll do headphones. And let's see what we can come up with for the beat. Let's do it. All right, let me put the game audio back on.
Oh, sweet, a chair. Time to get
And I
going.
think we got everything good to go. We'll grab that same quest from Cheech.
It's great to see you.
Technically, if I wanted to make this easier, I could go over to Village in Kamura
Here's the list of quests.
and be even lower health pools, but it's fine. Rather than switch locations, we'll just do it from here.
Take care.
We need 1 carapace. It would be extremely unlucky if I don't get that last drop from this. But time to beat. 13 something. You round it up to 14. 13, 14 minutes. Time to beat. High rank Teostra with the bow. Can't be worse. If we do worse, then I should probably just turn the stream off.
Let's make this a quick one. Ta-da! Let's go.
Oh, it looks like he spawned in the exact same spot. Yep, he's walking the same path too. That works for me. Coating's on.
Time to get to work.
Hey, how's it going? Also need to learn how to dodge bolt properly when the monsters roar, since that'll give me another opportunity to attack. Ah, I'm stuck in animation.
That's my buddy.
Okay. Need to keep an eye on my stamina. I think that's what's tripping me up the most as I'm learning bow, is not running out of stamina. Because if I'm out of stamina, I can't dodge bolt. And I need to make sure I don't focus shot or focus stance into the wrong direction. It's gotten me killed a couple times. I think you can actually do directional input, so I should just do that and make sure I'm going in the right direction. Oh, that was close. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's rock now. All right. Super interested to see what next bug type monster we get.
Let's go for a ride.
A couple of the sets they've shown off in the Wilds gameplay previews have very clearly been from some sort of bug. At least a couple of them. There's been a switch axe. I think it was the switch axe. No, it might have been the charge blade I'm thinking of. The switch axe was kind of a beetle mantis type bug. And the charge blade was what looked like some sort of spider. So people are saying it's probably going to be Temnoceran, like Raknakadaki or Nursilla, or maybe a Neopteron, like Celtis Queen.
No more
I would love to see a mantis type monster, something with the skeleton of a Talca from the older games. You know, that was considered an elder dragon. It looked like a big mantis, golden mantis. Ah, no. Alright. On the topic of Monster Hunter news, since I did say I would talk about what we've been hearing coming out of the weapon previews for Wilds, I am very interested in what they've been showing off for the different weapons. The most recent one that was early this morning, technically, was the Lance, which is the one I was really looking forward to. And the Lance looks great. Didn't get super flashy tweaks from what they've shown, but a lot of the core mechanics seem to be really focused around the idea of defense and countering, which is great. That's what I like about the Lance, thanks to this game. The ability to basically become a defensive wall. And poke, and then counter, and then poke some more. Looks awesome. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to main in Wilds. I always main a different weapon in every game, but I'm super tempted to go Gun Lance again. Gun Lance is the one that looks the craziest to me for new stuff. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ha! It was enough to knock him out of
Now it's personal.
fire state. They're the horns.
I'm gonna get you.
Well, at least it broke the horns faster this time. Oh, I don't even know if I outranged it or if I actually successfully dodge bolted that. Hard to say, but that's what I've been trying to do this entire time. Stay out of one-shot zone. Alright, that's fine. Need to get out of frenzy state. Oh, that bar's getting full. Alright, gotta try and knock that down before it tops out. If we go into negative frenzy state, that's even worse. Okay, coming up on 10 minutes. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing a little bit better damage this time. Where'd you go? In the middle? Let's see if we can cut up the middle of the map then.
Let's go.
Oh, you're underground. Ah. Yeah. I need to go into the caverns beneath. There you are. Hey, where are you going?
You're the best, pal.
Alright, there we go. Out of frenzy state. Almost dead too. Let's see if we can... capitalize on getting a better time. Ooh, that's a good dodge. Gotcha. Alright, that's like 11 minutes? It's a few minutes faster. I thought for sure I would be able to get around 10, but definitely better than last time. Now let's see if RNG just spites me and doesn't give me a single carapace.
Let's see what we have.
Main. Okay, we got it. Okay, slowly but surely getting kind of a feel for how to pair mobility with all of the other things. Bow is complex. Like I said, it's one of the more technically complicated weapons, but very strong if done correctly. $11:06. So we knocked off almost 3 minutes from our time. I'll take that. I think if I was playing bow at peak efficiency and well, getting a high rank fight in like under 10 minutes is very, very doable. But we'll take around 11 for now. The real challenge will be eventually trying to get the upper level anomaly fights. I've run that a few times and it's definitely hard. Dealing with higher health pools, much higher damage in general, it's much more difficult. Okay, I'll go after Kezu. Need that pale extract. Alright. Let's craft up that bow. Maybe I can
Hey, good to see
unlock
ya.
some of the augments for it too.
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we?
Now, oh, I did want to cover something just for reference in case people are watching this in the future and are curious, because Red Dragon asked me this question earlier. I figured I'd talk about it here. Sometimes when you're crafting up gear, weapons specifically, there's the question of whether or not you want to craft it outright or upgrade it from a lower tier. And stat-wise, the end result is the same. There's no difference in stats if you're going to upgrade to a level or craft it outright, but the material requirement changes. And let me see if I can find one that will show that off a little bit better. The Tailstra one doesn't work that way. You have to craft it outright, then you just upgrade it from high rank to master. But some of the other ones that have a longer tech tree, like this one's a good example. This is the Royal Ludroth bow. If we craft it outright, it requires Spongy Peel, Sheet Crest, Hydro Peel, Ultimus Crystal. If we want to upgrade it, the materials change. You no longer have the Ultimus Crystal, you have a Shard, which I thought Shard was Master Rank, but either way, sometimes the upgrade path will require less expensive materials than if you craft it outright, and that especially applies to Master Rank. So maybe the Mizutsune one is a little bit better of an example. If we upgrade from the previous tier, it requires 3 components, which are not too hard to get. If we craft it outright, we have to get a tail, 2 tails in fact, and a Dragon Bone artifact, which is a rare bone thing that you can find. Some of the later ones, I know Zinogre works this way. Where are you? When you get to Master Rank specifically, here's a good example. If you forge Zinogre's Master Rank bow outright, it requires a bunch of Master Rank materials and a Skymerald, which is its rarest drop. Its mantle equivalent is the Skymerald. If you're upgrading it from the previous tier, it does not require that super rare drop. It requires a bunch of other things that are a little bit easier to get from Master Rank. And so depending on what you have, sometimes you want to save the trouble of upgrading through the lower paths and you have like some spare high rarity materials, you can craft stuff outright. But for me personally, like I have 2 Skymeralds. If I wanted to build this one, I could. And maybe I would to save time. But if I didn't, then I'd want to go for the upgrade from the previous tier because it doesn't require that rare drop. In fact, you bypass that completely because the final tier, pure and rare 10, it needs anomaly materials, which you don't get till post endgame boss, post final boss in Sunbreak. And so you want to pay attention to the weapon material requirements. This is another one. Changes slightly, but if you're upgrading, it requires less in general. Alright, where's that bow? So we're going Bow of Hope and Valor.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Upgrade 1. This one doesn't give me any paths. It's just a straight shot to the end. We just need to have the respective materials. I will clip it. Yeah, sure. Why not? Bow of Light and Courage. Oh, I was going to burn my 1 large Elder Dragon gem. I cannot remember for the life of me if I was saving that for something, but I can always get another one.
You got it. Strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, so now we got Blast Bow. This one has 4 levels of charge. The first 2 are Pierce, which we probably won't be using at all. But the level 3 and level 4 are both rapid level 5. Excuse me. So we could actually just top out at charge level 3 and it wouldn't really change too much. And what does this one use? Close range, power coating, and sleep. It's not bad. I could see real quick if we have any augment options with this one. Probably want to go raw, since blast is technically considered an ailment. I don't think it gets a buff from elemental. Oh, we need 10.
Not for my time in Kimura Village. I doubt I ever would have figured out how to perform these upgrades. I am truly grateful.
Oh, here we go. Let's enable augments. Need shell to add slots. This thing comes with raw 330, blast 49. It's pretty decent. Okay. Don't have the materials on hand. I'd have to buy them. That's fine. Get up to level 4, though. I'll look at that later. Again, I think for now it's not going to be too big a deal. For a Rampage Deco, I guess we can set Anti-Wyvern. We can also look at the
Be careful out there.
skill loadout, since I mentioned I'd show that off. So for the bow set that I'm using, this thing comes at level 5 Defiance. Good support skill for nullifying roars when the monster gets enraged. Adds a little bit of defense. Also negates wind and dragon wind, which is nice. Ammo up does not really help bow at all, since there's no ammo, it's just coatings. This skill doesn't really do anything. Evade Extender 3, pretty helpful. I think this does up the amount of distance you get for dodge bolt. Stun resistance, prevents stun, that's fine. I've been getting hit a lot. Bloodlust is the thing that causes me to enter frenzy state, which is dangerous in the beginning, but once you conquer the frenzy state, the buffs it gives is pretty nice. I have this on most of my sets now. Burst, this gives me increased attack element every time I hit in a row with successive shots, which is pretty useful. Strife, attack power goes up based on the amount of red gauge. Actually, let's see. I think this is red gauge. I don't think this is total. I'm gonna have to look that up. The wording could be a little more clear. I think this is red gauge. Attack boost, straight up boost to raw, critical eye, boost to affinity, crit rate, crit boost, total crit damage up. Focus is faster charge. I would like to get another point in this at some point to max it out at level 3. But for level 2, it's fine. Charge Master. When charging attacks, this adds an increase to elemental damage and status buildup. This should boost blast. I think anything that charges is good. Hammer and bow benefit for this, I believe. That's why I threw it on here. Elemental Exploit level 2. Hit weak spots. You do additional damage for that element. Bow charge +1. This ups the overall charge level of the bow by 1. These are all utility skills. Wirebug Whisper increases the cooldown rate, or increases the cooldown rate of wirebugs. You get them back faster. That's nice. And these are all sort of miscellaneous ones. Well, overall, kind of a mix of primarily offensive skills for the bow. But as we go, hopefully, there's not much optimization on the set. The defense is maxed out, I think. I should double check that. I burned a lot of armor spheres maxing out a bunch of sets, and I still have so much more to go.
Hey there. Let's get you fixed up then,
Yeah,
Charlie.
okay. So we're using... This is Shigaru's set? Prudence? Or is this Chaotic? This is Shigaru's, I think. Risen Shigaru, I believe. Some Amatsu bits, a little bit of Primordial Mal. Some Chaotic Gore. Yeah, okay, we're all up
Bye now.
upgraded there. Max defense 926. That's not bad. Still dangerous, high level anomalies, but not bad. Alright. Red Dragon, if you're still here, we can jump into a multiplayer lobby if you want to power through your quests get further. Let me go and change my Steam status, because I don't think I can join when I'm off or invisible. So change that. If you want to jump into the VC in our Discord, we could do that. If anybody else I know is playing Rise wants to jump in, they can. I'll make it a little easier. So let me go. I'll jump into the VC and then we can set up the lobby. Hello.
Well, hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, my icon's huge on your screen.
Yeah, let me fix that real quick. All right. Do you want me to host? I could set one up.
Does it matter who hosts?
No, it doesn't matter.
I'll let you set it up then. Be a lot
Actually, wait a
easier.
minute. We're doing progress on your file. I think you need to host.
Okay, then. That's with cat on the red box, isn't it?
Yep.
Lobby.
I forgot because we're trying to clear your stuff. It'll make more sense if you host. Okay, I can join directly from the courier cat too. Once you have the lobby up.
Do I put passcode on or just leave it off?
No, I would put a code on it. Otherwise, we're gonna get randos at some point. If you want to use the numbers in your name or whatever, that's
yeah,
fine.
how about saying that?
Okay.
It's my number name.
3460. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go to Kamara since you're not in the Sunbreak area yet.
Yeah, there's a slight difference to our hunter's rank.
A little bit. I've only been playing this game for almost 500 hours. It's fine.
Oh, how long have I been playing this game? I have reset my progress twice. 130 hours.
Yeah, I remember last time I helped you, you were doing heavy bowgun.
Yep.
I say your best bet is to just stick with your playthrough and get all the way to the end, and then you can always just, if you want to switch weapons, you just switch your gear. There's no real reason to reset your whole progress unless you just forgot what was going on in the story.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. I guess I will just join whatever you post. Did you do the rampage?
I'm about to do a rampage now.
Okay.
Is it solo or can I? I know certain missions are solo.
Yeah, so the village quest stuff is only solo. The hunter hub stuff, you can do, I believe, all that stuff is multiplayer. Because let me actually go and look and see. I haven't done base Rise stuff in a really long time. Yeah, that's offline only. But if you want to actually get all the way through the game, I believe you can do the progression of quests in the hub. and that'll eventually get you it'll progress your rank. That's what matters most.
Okay, then. I do a whole bar after a rampage, then.
Okay, so you're actually gonna run through that rampage one on your own?
It's up. If you want to join, you can.
I can't. It's a village
okay.
quest. Only the hub stuff can be done multiplayer.
Okay, then. Let me jump in the hood, then. Hub.
You can always go back and do the village stuff later. In fact, I think you can go all the way up through high rank into master rank and then go back and do the village stuff later and just plow through it.
There it is. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh no, that's the right one.
Okay, so we're doing the key quests.
Yep, I'm just hitting each one and just killing them.
Okay, yeah, this should be incredibly fast. We did this with Ramen once, and we also did this with Pups, and basically did like a speed run to master rank.
Nice.
The trick is
Yeah.
if we do that, you're gonna want to find like a good functional master rank armor set to use. Otherwise, you're gonna get absolutely demolished by the damage.
Yeah.
You going longsword? Is that
Yeah,
your-
why not? Just what I'm been playing today. I'm on controller at the moment.
Ready to go.
There was a longsword in Iceborne.
Let's go.
Yeah. It was definitely very, very powerful in Iceborne because that's when they added a bunch of the counters and parry states that longsword has now. I played it a little bit in World Iceborne.
Time to get to work.
I'll play it eventually in this. Oh, there's the head. That's kind of hard to see because of all of our dogs are in the way. It's alright. I'm just going to aim for the head. I guess I should pay attention when we eventually get a capture and actually kill whatever the target is. But this one's just a hunt, right?
It's different in this one compared to Iceborne, isn't it? It's just because in Iceborne, if you catch them, it's a different loot table.
I believe so. I believe in this, it is not a different loot table. I think it's just chances. So certain things have a higher chance to drop on kill versus on cap, but it's not a restricted loot table.
Looks like it's gonna hurt.
So like if you do one versus the other, it doesn't lock you out of getting certain materials in this.
Yeah.
It's more of the quest objective. Do so much damage, you don't accidentally kill the target.
Target's weak.
Yep. It's a bad day for greatest Yuchi. Is this a capture quest?
Nah. Done.
Okay.
If it doesn't really matter It's just easier, fast. It's just faster just to catch them. If we kill them by mistake, we kill them by mistake. I'm really not bothered. I always carry tranks and traps on me.
That's fine.
Nothing to it. Yeah.
I'm so used to playing the anomaly stuff at Master Rank. Endgame, you can't capture monsters. They're essentially rabid. You have to put them down.
Who's joined? Snake.
Oh, hey, what's up, Snake?
Hey, guys.
How's it going? I don't have a reactive for you, but the stream can hear you.
Oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Oh, I thought you guys were just hanging out in general. Oh, got it.
Oh, you're on stream now, buddy.
Let me just get out of here. Have a nice stream, you guys. I didn't
Not allowed. You have to stay now.
You can hang out.
No. You ran away.
It's fine. That's why we're using the public Discord channel.
Dad Ringer is now urgent.
Okay.
Now up. I don't know what main weapon I want for wilds.
Yeah? What any of the specific showcase stuff they've been uploading? Anything catch your eye?
I have played with all weapons. When I first started Rise, I did go to Switchblade.
Switch-axe?
Blade? No, the shield sword one.
Oh, that's Charge Blade.
Oh, Charge Blade. I knew it was something. What's that one?
I was telling well, you probably heard me earlier, but I really like what they showed off for Lance.
Yeah, that does look nice. It looks more defensive now.
Yeah. More kind of heavy, chunky tank attacks, but more counters.
Yeah. What I really liked, I find in Rise, it isn't really defense-based.
It's kind of a mix in Rise because overall it's a faster game. It's
Yeah.
more kind of counter-based. It depends on the switch skills you use. The way I play Lance is definitely more aggressive, but because of that shield advance, it lets you rush forward with the shield and chain into moves. That's what really drew me to Lance. I hope they
Yeah.
keep that move because I like it a lot.
Right, what we're hunting for, we are going for the frog.
Faster, buddy.
Number 7.
Good old Tetronodon. They've been really tight-lipped about the monsters in Wilds, aside from the Doshiguma, the big kind of dog one that's in all the showcases, and
Yeah.
Balahara, the kind of worm-looking one. I'm really hoping we get the flagship at the Gamescom reveals, because there'll be a big reveal at Gamescom. There always is.
Is that next week?
Yeah, I think it starts Monday. Hey, Snake, redeem
wait.
the hydrate. Snake, you didn't have to leave the VC. You could have stayed on.
Time to get to work.
It's not a big deal, dude. All right, gotcha.
I went the wrong way. No.
See if I can kill him before you get here.
Doubt it.
Yeah?
Might be good, but you might not that good.
Maybe not with bow. One of my other weapons, like duels, I could probably do it. Duels do a ridiculous amount of damage, but it's okay. Oh, this is high rank. If it was low rank, maybe. High rank, it'd still take a minute. It's fine.
Hey, guys.
Well, hello there again.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, man.
How goes Monster Hunter?
Well, so far so good. We're helping Red Dragon power through the base rise, lower rank stuff. Kind of trying to fast
Before
track
like
him.
the Sunbreak stuff?
Yep,
Yep.
that's. We'll see if we can do that today. It shouldn't take too long. to
Red,
me,
what weapon have you been using for Monster Hunter?
At the moment, I got long blade. For the new one, I have no idea.
yeah, I've been playing a little bit of everything. The only thing I have not, well, I haven't built weapon sets for everything yet. So the stuff I haven't built are longsword, insect glaive, hunting horn, heavy bow gun. I think that's it. I built sets for everything else.
Sorry. Like level?
What do you mean, level?
Because I know Monster Hunter is kind of weird where there's no really level system, but you just upgrade your gear to like a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's eating me. Oh, no, he isn't.
So there's no
he's
experience
sucking me.
level like a Souls game. Instead, you have a hunter rank which determines your progression through the game. And all your stats, defensive and offensive, are based around your gear. So there's no stats to level up like strength or dex or anything like that. It's all tied to your
Okay,
gear.
so it's just armor based. Got it.
Armor and weapon. The big draw
I
of
need to
Monster
eventually
Hunter.
get back to. I have Monster Hunter 4 on my Switch. I need to eventually play it completely.
This is the end of the line for you.
I bought it all the way back in, I think, yeah, high school.
How did you get Monster Hunter on your 4 on your Switch? You have a cracked Switch?
Wait, hold on. No, oh no, wait, it's, my bad, it's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. It's one of my favorites.
My bad.
It's older though, so like a lot of the stuff that's in World and Iceborne, which came out before Rise, and the stuff in Rise, it's all much more modern.
Yeah.
GU
Yeah,
the last of the
I
old
know.
ones.
Yeah, it's the one where I played a little bit in high school. Me and my friend was the one who got me into buying it, and he got me up to Rathalos armor.
Okay.
It's on its last legs. Let's go.
I put a few hundred hours at least into GU. There's a lot of game there.
From what I could gather, it looks like before they switched engine, it was kind of like make a new monster with the same engine and then port it over. If it's
Yeah,
good.
the thing with Generations Ultimate is it was kind of like a celebration of the games up till then. And so it goes back to areas that were in the older games, and then it brings all the monsters from those games together. And so like a lot of stuff that was in
yeah.
4, in 3, and even going back to 2.
Yeah.
It all shows up in that game and kind of put everything together.
Yeah. I mean, Monster Hunter's been going on for a long time now. Kind of like the Earth Defense Force series.
Yep. You gonna try and cap this one, Red Dragon, or are we just gonna kill him?
Just kill him.
All right.
Why not? Did I update my weapon?
Yeah, Monster
No, I
Hunter's been
did not.
going since like the early 2000s. On PS2 is
Oh,
where it
Jesus.
started. Yeah, I haven't played
It's
the first one. I started on the PSP.
I during high school before I had a Switch, I had a PSP emulator on my phone, so I would download just random PSP games. But one of them was a Monster Hunter game. I think it was set in like the snow area.
Yeah, that was probably Freedom Unite. It's either Freedom or Freedom
Oh yeah,
Unite.
it was Freedom Unite. Now that you said the name.
Yep, that's the one I started with. It's a good game.
But since it was on mobile and not really actual buttons, it was kind of hard to play.
I bet.
But I enjoyed my time with it. That's where I found out dual blades are my favorite weapon now that cast the stuff.
Anime. The dual blades are one of my favorites in the series, and we're talking about the weapon previews for Wilds, which have been coming out daily up until Gamescom. The dual blades are the last to be revealed. It'll be tonight at 1 in the morning Pacific.
Yeesh. Wow.
So they've
Didn't
been going
know
up
they
kinda-
were revealing every day.
Yep.
That's cool.
Lance was yesterday.
Are they updating them like they did for Rise?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's pretty
Oh, like full
significant
changes?
Yeah, new moves, kind of switching around mechanics. The gun lance, which is my baby, got so many new things. It's almost a new weapon. It's crazy.
That's
Very
actually great to hear.
Very exciting. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that the dual blades are going to get some fun stuff. They know it's a popular weapon, so that's probably why they saved it till last.
Did they announce Wilds for the other consoles?
Yep, it's coming out on everything except Nintendo systems simultaneous platform launch. We don't have a launch date yet.
Thank God.
I'll be getting it on
I
PC.
love the Switch and everything. I love the Switch and everything, and I can't really upgrade to the next Switch they eventually make for a while. But even I, a person, realizes how much they basically squeeze out of this thing.
Oh yeah. Like,
Time to get going.
because technically the game that's coming out, Wilds, is the game that comes after World and Iceborne as far as generations of the games goes. They wouldn't be able to do what they want with the Switch's limited hardware, and so like
Oh, okay, so it's going for a more of a world aspect of
Oh, yeah.
design instead
Definitely.
of
Good
alright.
to go.
That's good actually.
and the cycle has gone. You know, consoles got and PC got World and Iceborne, but there was no Nintendo title, and Monster Hunter had been primarily
And
on
they
Nintendo
don't-
handhelds. That's why they got Rise first.
Yep. Makes
And now
sense actually.
Swinging back to consoles, so as long as you're not stuck on Nintendo, again, I'll be picking it up on PC. Most of my friends will be getting it there. Day one, I don't know if I'll be streaming it day one, but I'm definitely going to be picking up Wilds when it comes out. It looks phenomenal.
Oh, did you hear the good news about Tango?
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 People who
That's what I thought you
Video
said
Game
first.
World said-
I thought you said Tenga. And that's
Oh
definitely
no,
not
no.
That's
You mean
definitely not
with
safe
drink?
for safe for stream, my dude.
No, it's something else, Red.
Okay, then.
Anyway, they were recently brought back to life thanks to, I think, another company.
Oh, the Hi-Fi
were-
Rush people?
Yeah, they're brought back.
Yep, I heard they got acquired by somebody, which
Which,
is good.
hey, better than being... Because that game was really good.
I still haven't played it yet. It's on my short list to play eventually, but it's great that they managed to escape the culling of Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do not
It's
envy
one of
that.
those
Yeah,
things
me.
where... It's one of those things where I feel like a lot of theories came out of like, yeah, Microsoft was kind of planning for it to fail. That's why they didn't really, pay advertisement for it and just self-dropped it.
Yeah.
Which I can kind of believe on
don't think-
Microsoft's history of stuff.
I don't think they're really that interested in being competitive on the game console market, honestly.
Yeah, it looks like they're going more for like streaming aspect, which makes sense. Like more and more TVs have built-in like xCloud features, and Game Pass seems to be their bread and butter right now.
Yeah. Well,
Like most people say, Microsoft won't die. They're too stubborn.
nah,
own
but
Well,
way too much.
they'll
they're
just be-
backed by one of the biggest companies, so even if the console does terribly, they'll just be brought back, kind of like Sony.
Well, problem with the reason why Microsoft won't die is the deal they have on every single PC. So
Yeah.
no one will let them die. So
Yep.
Yeah.
this is
I mean, unless the other option is either Apple or Linux, and I
not
don't
as
see
accessible.
people going. Yeah,
At least not for Linux.
the Apple. Apple has its own strains of issues.
I've pretty much come to terms with the fact that whenever I get a new complete PC build, I'm gonna have to upgrade to 11, Windows 11. I still get
11
the-
isn't bad.
No, it's not as bad as it was
It's gotten
initially,
better.
but yeah.
It's just getting used to it. Yeah.
I'm on
You've got
10.
The
mini.
first thing. The first thing I had to do when my laptop automatically updated to 11 was I had to change where my apps were or programs. Like they would put them in the center instead of the bottom left. But luckily there was just a setting to fix that.
Yeah, I'm on 10, so I get the, hey, you should upgrade to 11 things every like month or so. I just keep ignoring them.
Soon you won't be able to ignore them.
Yeah, they're saying that the base support's gonna cut off in 25, but like the complete and total extended support will probably be a little bit longer than that.
And eventually, there's no real, I guess, slight security, but that's about it, upgrading to 11. People are still running on, XP, I think?
Yeah. And 7, probably.
Yeah. Nobody's on Windows 8, though. Oh god, Windows 8. Back when they thought a Microsoft phone would be a good idea.
Yep. That didn't really pan out too well for them.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
Should be getting close.
Reds, survive.
No more holding back!
Yep, almost dead.
Oh, I hate this. It's starting to lag!
Did you guys see that new project that I think Maximilian, yeah, is doing with Marvel Infinite?
I seen the videos because I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, but I tend to kind of go back and watch them whenever I get a minute. So I haven't seen that stuff. Is he doing something with a modded version of Infinite? What was it?
He has basically hired a bunch of people to help make Infinite great.
Oh, but through mods?
Yeah, through mods. They're making their own modded edition, it looks like.
Nice. I've been
So a lot of fixes, one of the things they did fix was how characters look and ground in. It's got more of a cel shaded style to it instead of bland 3D.
the modded MVC3 stuff that he was following was really neat.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked on that recently. I should probably check on that. I played around with a little bit of the mod characters and they were fun.
I picked up Infinite when it came out. I played it for 2 weeks and then dropped it. I pretty much picked it up for Monster Hunter character, and she was awesome. She played really well.
Yeah.
But
I actually got to play her in 3.
Oh, and they added her to
She's
the game.
fun. Oh yeah, they backwards ported a few characters for mods. Her, Thanos, and I believe Ultron.
It's funny that the draw was more for an older game, putting the newer characters in the older game than just playing the newer game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they kind of, at that time, Marvel realized they didn't need Capcom anymore.
Oh, sweet.
It looked like. Also, they were really pushing the MCU with
Yep.
all their designs and stuff. And from what I heard, the reason there's no X-Men in there is because they didn't want to promote Fox getting that stuff.
Yeah, I know those games are always licensing hell when it comes to trying to.
Oh yeah,
secure
we're
rights
never
to
gonna
different
get.
things.
Yeah, we're never gonna get another game like Smash Ultimate. That was a once in a lifetime thing.
As much as I would like to see another Marvel vs. Capcom game, I would think it's more likely to see another CVS game, Capcom versus SNK. I would really like that.
Or a Capcom versus Capcom game. I just love that. I've been seeing that go around on Twitter recently. People making fake lists.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom was good too, but it was stuck on the Wii,
The Wii.
and the licensing was apparently a nightmare for all of the the old Gotcha Man characters and things that went into Tatsunoko. But they had some really cool characters that were in that.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're just lucky we got it over in the West. Like, I hear they were not going to bring it over because of licensing issues. I mean, as long as they don't pull Capcom versus Tekken fiasco, I believe it was.
You're thinking of Street Fighter
think-
Cross Tekken?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, where they... I mean, there was some fun ideas that came out of it, like box art Mega Man.
That's the one that had the gems. That weird gem system, right? I think.
I think that's Infinite you're thinking of. With the stones.
There was something different for the Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It was really like abusable though, and I think that's why it didn't end up being a competitive game, because there's no way to balance what they had in it. It was different from like the Infinity Stone system in Infinite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't play that one.
Me either. I've just seen like people play it once in a while.
Meanwhile, I want another Soul Calibur game, but I honestly do not know if we're ever gonna get another one.
Oh yeah. I mean, just the creation Soul Calibur games are great.
Red Dragon, did you ever play Soul Calibur?
Yep, I play.
The monster's looking at you!
Which one did I play?
Did you play the last one, 6?
That's one with the last one I proper played was Darth Vader. He was in it.
Oh,
That was for
Darth Vader and Yoda.
Yep. That was 4, maybe 5.
4. Yeah, that was the one that was on 360 and PS3, I believe.
The first one I played was when Nightmare and the other dude was the same person. Now they're different.
2? Probably 2. That's right.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it was. Sethfried or whatever his name is. With a
Siegfried.
giant sword. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the guy.
There's one thing that was interesting about like old fighting games and their crossovers were like console exclusive crossovers with characters.
I was never a fan of that.
Me either, but it was interesting like seeing, alright, what's Xbox gonna get? Oh, Spawn. What's Nintendo gonna get? Link? Of course.
And PlayStation got Heihachi, which was a very strange addition into Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Like, brand-wise, it would make sense because, like, Yoshimitsu is also in Tekken, but Heihachi is not as cool as Spawn
Wasn't
or
like-
Link.
Yeah, like one's voiced by Keith David and another is a classic Nintendo property.
Yup. Six
I
had
believe they... Oh, go ahead.
the big guest character for 6 was 2B from Nier.
Oh yeah, 2 butt.
Yep. They knew what they were doing.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I need to actually play that game. I hear it's great.
Near Automata.
All right.
Yeah, that's
let's
another
see
one
what
that's
we
on my
have.
long list to play. I've heard it's quite good. It's an investment though because of all the endings.
Which one?
I mean, it makes
Near
sense.
Automata.
Near.
Ah, B2 Gil.
Yep.
Is it B2? Yeah.
2B.
2B.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
And I believe 1A or something like that.
Or not 2B.
I really don't know much about the game because the only times I've seen her is like crossover, mobile games.
All I know is she's a robot. People want to screw her, and that's about it.
Yep. Marketing.
I mean, it was so funny when the designer of the character came out and I was like, yeah, I like women.
Yoko Taro. Yeah, the dude's
Yeah.
not subtle. He knows what he's about. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and respect.
Yeah, 3
But
minutes.
yeah, console exclusive characters were always kind of weird. I feel like it was more of a pain in the butt to get like specific characters for consoles as well.
Well, yeah, I think it largely just comes down to how difficult the licensing is. Like another good example of interesting crossovers would be Killer Instinct, which is one of my favorite fighting
Oh, yeah.
games.
I
They
hope,
had to license so
I
much
hope
for
that-
the DLC.
Yeah, Battletoads, Halo.
Gears of War.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. That's a game I got for free on my Xbox, actually.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It is.
No, Killer Instinct.
Ah.
Another great, another game series Microsoft has failed. But again, they're going into streaming things, so they don't really care if a game does well or not, as long as it sells
Yeah.
subscriptions.
I wish they would just like fire sale their IP for a lot of stuff for existing franchises to other people who want to work on them.
All right. Let's
KI is one of them.
Yeah,
good to go.
like
Sell it to someone else.
I know Capcom is like just sitting on so many IPs that they're never going to really touch again.
I'd like a new Darkstalkers game.
Everybody would.
Mhm.
I would like one. It.
Or Rival Schools.
I mean, yeah.
I want another Dino Crisis.
Yep, that's another
Oh,
one.
you're one of those people, Red.
That one ranked pretty high on the survey thing they did recently.
Oh yeah, I remember telling
Yeah,
you
but
guys
isn't
about
it
that.
Dino Crisis, what do you call it? In the public domain now.
Is it?
No, I don't think so. But
There's a
it
category
takes forever.
called abandoned games or something like that. And I swear Dino Crisis is in there.
I think if that was true, they wouldn't have put it on that survey because they'd still own.
Yeah.
the rights.
Also, like, it takes forever for something to go in public domain. I think this next year is Batman finally. First appearance of Batman. Which people are already making Mickey Mouse horror movies based on Steamboat Willie.
Yep.
Which, hey, at least it's being used for something else.
Maybe
That's
someone
not
will
Disney
find.
related.
Maybe someone will finally make an edgy
Well, hello,
Batman movie.
Rathalos, how are you doing?
What's up?
There's a Rathalos up there.
Oh,
Rathian?
Rathalos.
Oh, a green one. Rathalis, or whatever.
Rathian.
Yeah, and that's the one.
She's gonna be in the next
I
game
do-
for sure.
I do love how people have been doing like little comics of Spider-Man and Morgan recently because of the relaunch of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or re-release.
I
It's
haven't
great.
seen that.
It's just little fan things.
That's my buddy.
Is that fighting collection out? The
There-
one that has the new version of MVC 2? Is that out?
I think so. Maybe. Let me check. I can check that right now.
I thought it didn't have a release date. I haven't been paying close attention, but I was looking at picking that up. I do like MVC 2 a lot.
I mean, it's one of the games that was like locked for a long time.
Yep, because you couldn't buy it online. It was in rights development hell.
That looks like it's gonna hurt.
Hey,
Stop dodging my attacks.
that works.
Look out! It's angry.
Oh, Royal Ludroth. Series punching bag since Monster Hunter Tri.
I want that one. Sharping. But don't look at me. Look at someone else. I'm sharpening my weapon.
Oh, but it's still not out yet. I just checked Steam.
Okay, does it have a release date?
It just says add to coming soon. That's all.
Okay.
I don't see a release date yet.
I'd expect before the end of the
But
year.
it's also, yeah, it's also cool that they added like the Punisher to that collection.
Yeah, the beat 'em ups. I didn't even know there was an old school 2D beat 'em up for Punisher.
Well, he's been sort of a popular character, I imagine, especially during the grunge age of the '90s.
What have we here?
Yeah, I wonder if it was arcade only. I don't know. Never heard of the title.
It looks arcade only.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most beat 'em ups were mainly a way to take quarters, but also be fun.
They need to re-release Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. That's a fun one. If you never seen playthroughs of that one, it's an old like 2D beat 'em up, kind of like Final Fight. But
One of my favorite arcade games of all time would have to be House of the Dead.
still making them. Were they on
They
like
are,
5
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's an arcade series, so I imagine there would be a bunch.
now? Arcades are dying.
I've been the
though.
Dead, pretty fun.
Piece of cake.
At least
Oh.
outside of Japan, arcades aren't as common. It's a shame.
Well, yeah, it's bound to happen. It's not that people don't want to go to arcades. It's more of a. Well, I imagine to get younger people in arcades would be hard since there's not really public transit systems anymore, or like suburbs and stuff.
Well, sure, and plus the upkeep of rent and maintenance of everything in arcades. Unless
Yeah.
you have a steady flow of people who are going to come in there regularly, and like either birthday parties or regular customers that are going to spend money, it's almost impossible to keep afloat.
Yeah. And especially in this economy.
Yep. I know Ramen,
Oh.
he works in an arcade. He does like tech stuff for the arcade.
Oh yeah, I've seen his TikToks. They're interesting.
Yeah, I got to see the place where he works when I saw him in Cat in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy, a rampage, huh?
Yep.
There are no more rampages after high rank. When you get to master rank, they're not in Sunbreak at all. I think they're a
wonder-
cool
Oh, did
idea.
they just stop appearing?
Yeah, it's something for base rise only. It's a cool idea. I just think it could have been implemented a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right.
Does it make it harder to kill the monster or something?
No, it's kind of like a tower defense wave-based mechanic that's unique
Oh,
to just that mode.
it's that mode. Yeah.
Yep. I thought they
I
were
know what-
fine, but they're very
feel like-
different, and you have to kind of gear if you're by yourself and don't have friends.
Age is here.
That's what makes it
You
difficult later on.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Because of
On.
I'll protect the village.
Sorry, kind of cut out there. Oh,
Hello?
I see Snake still in the VC. I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Working
Nope.
great.
What devices should I go? Auto?
Yeah, just like put the auto ones kind of either on the perimeter or not out, like not in direct line, and put the manual ones kind of. It doesn't really matter. Just place the auto ones down in different spots. I'm pretty sure my damage is gonna carry a lot of this. Hey, I see Lava King's in the chat. What's up, Lava King? Lava King says, I just officially lost the whole friend group and I've been at super low point because losing my friends plus grandfather makes this summer just suck. I'm assuming you're talking about the friend group that she mentioned like in one of her previous streams or in the Discord. I'm assuming there's some fallout from that still. Sorry, I can ready up. My bad. That's rough, but you'll get through it. It'll get better. You just have to
Prepare to be hunted.
Let the fun begin.
move on. It'll take a little bit of time, but try not to let it bother you. If they wanted to cut you out of the friend group, that's really their problem, not yours. All right. Now I gotta remember how all this rampage stuff works. I'm just gonna shoot things. Oh, yeah, I see. I'm looking at what Lava King's saying in the chat. Everyone kind of just abandoned the group and started ghosting. To me, it's the same thing. You know, if the group just evaporates, it's still ending, right? But yeah, that's a tough one, but you'll be fine. Okay, so far so good.
Keep your guard up. Leave it to me. Have a taste of my long sword. Ah!
Let's show them what we're made of.
Be gone.
Bigger wave.
Do it.
Got Burb.
Don't hold back. Go.
What's big boy?
Hit him where it hurts. To me.
I wonder what storyline they're going to do for Worlds.
Good question. They've kind of are hinting that there's going to be a narrative based around that one young kid that joins the group. Like he's looking for his family. A lot of speculation about what the plot's going to be, but it looks to be pretty cinematic focus as far as how they're presenting it. So that's exciting. You know, the series hasn't been known for having a real complex plot, but it's always nice when they try and just add narrative elements.
Yes. Let's go.
Alright, do more damage with weapon attacks. Like on the topic of story, Base Rise's story was kind of, you know, whatever. Didn't really find it that compelling, but it wasn't terrible. Sunbreak's story was a little more interesting with the characters and kind of the reason why you're there. I like the story in Sunbreak. Oh, Snake says in the chat that there was a brief power outage. That's why he got dropped from the Discord. Ah, you're good, Snake. You were in mid-sentence and then just bloop.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, that's not going to do anything.
Bye-bye.
You're unstoppable!
Okay, first horde. When the fortress levels up, you can put more structures down. So if you want to put more emplacements, you can. Yeah, I'm glad you could stop by the chat for a bit, Snake. It's always good chatting with you.
Oh, okay, no. Oh, waiting for a horde. I have to click ready.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Let's do it.
This is the final fight!
Sorry.
This place is safe with me!
Get out of here.
Protect that gate with your lives!
Lava King says you get told off, just stop trying to contact people because it's annoying. And he wouldn't have done so if there was a declaration of what was being done, but no, it's just essentially a ghosting campaign. Yeah, that sucks, but there's not much you can really do about it, so all you can do is just, like I said, try and move on and try not to think about it too much. It's not like you can change what happened. You're not going to change people's minds. And if you didn't do anything specifically wrong, there's no reason to think it was your fault. Well, that's a big boy too. No, no. Oh, you. Good job, whoever took out that Puke.
Oh, we're flying. Ah,
Is that it?
yeah, that's the last one by the looks of it.
Okay, I think that we have to take out the boss of the wave. I think that's it. Oh, where are you? You're up there.
Amazing work!
Oh, hello.
They must not get through!
Oh, I didn't even see the Basarios over there. Okay, clear. Nah, you're all right, Lava King. I understand you're going through something tough. It's just difficult to, offer advice because I'm not like a shrink or anything. But I've been through what you're talking about, so hopefully the empathy will go a little ways. As far as why I'm using the bow, I recently built a set for bow, and I want to get better at the weapon because I suck at it. So that's why I'm using it on stream today. We're helping Red Dragon power through lower level Monster Hunter Rise stuff, so that's why I am practicing with the bow.
Yep.
Whoa, boy, it's a lot of dudes. All right.
Also there.
Their butts.
Let's go, everyone!
See if I can take out Rathian. Just keep him off the gate.
You're like a hunting machine!
Hit me. Oh, we're flying back there. Okay. Then.
When the counter flare goes off, you get a boost to your damage from your main weapon, so it's good to hop off the emplacements and actually hit the monsters when that goes off.
Right.
You do more damage. You do like 3 or 4 times as much damage.
Yeah.
We did it!
Easy peasy. If I had my light bow gun, this would have been even easier. Pierce rounds do pretty well here because you don't have to get super close.
Oh, we can loot the Rathalon.
All right.
Can.
Let's see what we have.
Have they? Do we have dogs in Wild?
No, there's no dogs in Wilds. It's going to be the Sacred, the kind of bird raptor looking thing,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
looks really cool because it functions kind of like the
dual weapon.
Palamutes. It holds your weapons, like your alternate weapons, and it can fly.
Can fly too. Ooh.
Yeah, it can glide. It's really cool. So if you ever want to basically have a tame dinosaur, then look forward to Monster Hunter Wilds coming out next year on all consoles except Nintendo.
Hmm. It can fly, man. The maps might be a lot bigger. What Rise?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it can't like fly upwards, but it can glide. Kind of like you could use the mantles to glide in World and Iceborne, which means traversal will be really useful. All right. Was that your key quest for Hunter Rank 2?
No, that wasn't just a rampage. I've got 2 more for Quest 2 to complete.
Okay. Betroff. Mud Boy.
I'm not even picking. I'm just choosing from top to bottom, to be honest. And that's
Yeah, just the ones that are marked with the key quest icon.
it. Another one marked with a key.
It has an icon on it that says required quest or something, right? I'm assuming that's why it's red.
has like a orange X on it.
Unless the
Well,
reds are
so-
urgents. Because there are urgents for the ones you have to do to get to the next tier, and then there are ones that
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being stupid. But orange X on it is the key quest complete. I need to do 5, and I've got 2 more.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just the entire quest log is just full of them. So it doesn't matter which quest I'm clicking on.
Yep. Just run through them in order, and then after you get to the end, it gives you an urgent. You do the urgent,
Yeah.
gets you into the next tier, then rinse and repeat. All right, back in the desert.
Most thing I'm looking forward to for Wild is the cooking animation.
Yeah.
I loved Iceborne ones.
In the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they
curious
were
to see what
so
they do for
good. This one is
that. Yeah, it's very Japanese because Base Rise was meant to be a very Japanese game. But I
I
think
understand, but it seems a bit lacking still.
well, you don't get the big plates of elaborate food. Like Dango are cool, but compared to World and Iceborne, you had the big plates of all of the really high quality renders of all the food and stuff. I think we'll probably get something like that again in Wilds.
Yeah. I prefer the Iceborne to a base game of Worlds.
Are you asking me?
They did it. No, I preferred Iceborne cooking cutscene to base Worlds. Because it's just one meat pot. Yeah, I'm a meat eater.
Oh, okay. I liked the big like buff Palico feline chef that was doing the original one. It's kind of a neat touch since they didn't really have a dedicated character that had that much personality in the kitchen.
Yeah, the Iceborne was the female one.
Yeah, the old the granny.
Yeah. Well, I think the base was male.
Yeah, he was the big buff dude with one eye.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
I haven't played
Ow.
Iceborne in a while. I did enjoy my time with it, but I wouldn't say it ranks in my at the very top of my list of Monster Hunter games. Top 5 for sure, but I think of all the titles, my favorite would probably be Sunbreak. Sunbreak and then GU, I think, is probably where I'd go. Sunbreak, GU, Iceborne, 4U, 3U. That's not a very common opinion, I think. A lot of people that started in World and Iceborne would probably feel differently, right?
I played. I can't remember. United.
Freedom Unite.
Yeah, I think it was United on PSP.
Yep, that's the one I started with. We're talking about that when Snake was here earlier.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Just back in the day, I was playing with friends. We used to go to a pub, buy drinks, and sit around the table playing it on PSP.
Yeah, that's the like default Japanese experience for a lot of Monster Hunter,
Oh.
which is cool. Like that's one of the things that's good about the stuff on Switch is it made multiplayer kind of a thing again, like local multiplayer.
Yeah.
But that won't be a thing for Wilds. That's why I have Steam.
Okay.
Where are you going, buddy?
You're a natural.
Okay, his ultimate did nothing on my screen.
The beam? It
The
hit.
big rock guy.
Yeah,
Did
the big
Did he
beam of
shoot
fire.
a beam?
Yeah, it shot a beam.
Oh, nothing happened on my screen. He did an animation, ran forwards, and that's it.
Well, and then knocked Baroth over. That's good.
Ow.
That's another thing that won't be back in Wilds. I'm pretty sure. The ability to ride monsters. It's pretty unique to Rise, and it's cool, but that definitely won't be a thing in the next one.
Also, I want them to bring back the damage on the monsters more. So if you chop off a tail, the tail's gone.
They have that in this.
Not on all of them.
Anything that's got severable parts, you can visually see the damage. Just not everything can have its tail cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the scars on this one, but that's about really maximum of all the monsters. On Worlds, you can mostly chop parts off on it. Where are we going? Actually, who are we hunting? I
We're
wasn't even paying attention.
hunting the Baroth. Oh yeah, you
Baroth.
could chop off like 70% of the cast's tails in this. Like you can cut off Baroth's tail. It's hard because it's a little bit high up. Even Basarios, I believe you can cut its tail off as a little nub. One thing that will be different in Wilds is because there's the active wound system with focus mode, you'll be able to inflict like weak points and wounds that are visible more so, like actual battle damage more than in the older games. That's going to be different.
Yeah.
The end is in sight.
All right, over here. So having kind of a more dynamic damage system is cool. I like that.
It's ready to blow. I put down a bomb.
Come on, game.
I'm gonna kick
Thank
your
you.
butt.
Let's see if this will actually go off. Yep. Didn't like that. Gotcha.
See ya.
And I helped.
Ah, you're right there. You get your carbs.
Carve, carve, carve.
I was talking on, that was a previous stream when Monster Hunter came up, but the biggest thing I would like in Wilds is the ability to customize skills, like in this game with switch skills. I don't need Silkbind moves, like the kind of super moves that require the bugs. I could take or leave that, really. But the ability to customize the skills on a weapon to change it and how it plays is something I really like in this game. That's why it's my favorite. And
I don't think there's the bugs in the next one, is there?
Dogs?
Bugs.
Oh, bugs? No. No, there won't be wire bugs. That's something that's going to be unique to this game, for sure.
It's not my best thing I like about it.
I like the wire bugs. They create a really interesting speed of the game, but it's not something I need. I don't mind slower Monster Hunter. It's what I grew up on, essentially. But you go back to like World and Iceborne after playing this game specifically, the game feels incredibly slow. It's kind of interesting. Oh, wait. There's a shop.
Don't got the
Shop's
penis
downstairs.
monster, so we're gonna go after that one.
Kazu?
The blind one, yeah.
Electric Willy monster?
Yep. I do like about Vermont and Capcom is they're still doing the events in Worlds.
Yeah, they just cycle through them now.
Oh, sweet.
So they have the limited fights. I think Kolv Taroth just cycles now, the big gold monster.
You know what I mean? Like the Halloween events and all that.
Yeah, I hope they do that again in Wilds where they have kind of
Yeah.
seasonal or things that like change the hub and whatnot. It's good flavor.
Good to go. Let's make
Can
this a
we
quick
put
one.
multiple weapons? I know it shows we can switch weapons in Wilds.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how that's. I know we jump on the thing to. Nope, wrong button. jump on our mount to switch weapons. I wonder if there's a limit on what type of weapons you can switch.
Nope. Any 2 weapons. Same type, different type. So that makes me really curious to see what they're going to do to the armor skill system to make it flexible so that you can account for multiple weapons, because you can't change your armor.
Yeah.
But if you want 2 different bowguns, do two different bowguns. If you want a bowgun and a greatsword, or a long sword and a gun lance, you can just do that now, which is really cool. That's never been in the series. What's up, Lava King? I'm paying attention to chat, so if you got any questions or whatever for me, I am paying attention. To the best of my ability and trying not to die.
Don't worry, Lava King. I'm paying attention to his chat as well. Where am I going? I'm going the completely wrong way. No, just don't die.
That's the name of the game.
Nope, the name of the game is Monster Hunter.
Well, but you know what I meant. Don't get hit it till it dies. Just like when we play a Souls type game.
Kill it. Kill it before it kills us.
Exactly. And do it in style. There's no point in fighting something if you don't look good while you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Love King asks, have I seen the Monster Hunter figures? Which ones? There's like the little figure builder ones, which I have a lot of those. But I've seen a bunch of the larger, more expensive ones. I don't own any, but I have seen them. Got a chance to see a bunch of really cool ones up close in Japan.
Oh, did you go to the Monster Hunter cafe?
No, when I was there with Matt and Wazzy, you had to do like a reservation ahead of time, and I don't think there was one nearby where we're at in Tokyo. Like the pop-up wasn't there at the time, but I would like to go there at some point. There is a dedicated one, just wasn't close to where we were at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a friend who went there when you and Wazzy went there as well, and they managed to get in.
Nice. A lot of the specialty cafes are reservation like only, so you can't just walk in, so it makes planning a little more challenging. Like we went to the Vampire Cafe, which was really cool. We actually had to reserve for our entire group. That was awesome. Definitely worth it. You get to talk to the guy who owns the place a little bit. He does his whole shtick. And definitely enjoys having fun with playing a character. But that's in addition to being like the lead singer of a Visual K band. So it's definitely cool to meet that guy. I think I have seen the Zenogre one with dual blades, Lava King. Since that was part of the promo for... Did that come out when Rise came out? I don't remember, but yeah, I have seen it. I think I'd be more likely to get the monster figures than like the hunter figures. But there's some really cool ones.
See,
One
we're
figure...
only...
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll let you talk.
What have we here?
I think I talked about this before, but I do have a Monster Hunter figure that was kind of expensive. I got it at a convention because they had it there. And it was the one that looks like a Rathalos hunter and kind of like futuristic mecha armor. Like Lava King would get a kick out of this one. So it's kind of like a futuristic mecha version of a Monster Hunter, but it also turns into like a robot Rathalos. It's got like a transformer thing to it. It's really cool.
Be like...
There's a silver version and a red version. I have the red version.
See, if I would get into a figures like that, first I need not to be poor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I'm trying to still stay out of the figure rabbit hole despite being pulled in when I went to Japan. But I have not purchased any more figures since then. Anyway, Lava King asked, what about Wazzy? Oh, I was talking about when we were in Japan last year. Wazzy, Matt, and myself were there for 3 weeks. That was a lot of fun. Gotta go back.
If you paid attention, they did a stream from there.
We did. We streamed from Kyoto, and I also did like a travel video, a vlog of sorts on my channel. But
And Rocky wore a mask during
See
stream.
you again.
I did. I had my regular blue hair and some shades and
Yep.
a mask.
All right. Let's
And
see what
we're
have.
doing it from their room. We're just kind of sitting on the bed. We had the stream set up.
Yeah, in the
And
back.
I didn't have any shoes or anything on, so I had to hide my feet because you can't show feet on stream.
What do we have
The
here?
weirdos will come out if you do that.
The end is in sight.
Yeah, like Snake.
Faster, buddy.
Snake likes
yeah.
feet?
Oh,
That's not
doesn't
official
have
lore,
any.
I don't think.
When is it official? To be honest.
Hey, man.
Wazzy makes all types of law up for us, so...
I wouldn't want people making up lore about me.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of established lore already. Mostly I'm
my
old.
cat.
I think that's the biggest running gag between all the different communities I'm a part of. I'm the oldest by a country mile out of every group I'm a part of.
Yeah. Out of all the people I know between your community, Wazzy's community, and the other communities I'm in, I'm the second oldest person I know.
I don't think you're older than Wazzy.
How old is Wazzy?
I'm not telling you.
Hey,
Mid-30s?
I'm not telling you. But I know for a fact how old she is. And she's not as old as me, and neither are you.
Yeah, I know I'm not as old as you. You know my age.
I think we've talked about it before, but I don't remember. It's not really something I really try and keep track of with people I talk to, unless they make it a point, you know? I think you said 30s, but I don't remember the exact number.
Near the end of 30s. Almost, well, past mid-30s, let's say. And keep it that way.
For you?
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm old. I don't look it, I don't act like it, but I am. I know, so I'm not. This is why I'm surprised when you said your age. I'm like, really? Everyone else is younger than me.
It's all a matter of perspective, really. Love King.
Oh, how far?
Love King yells, Red Dragon never assume a female's age. Speculation's fine. People assume my age all the time. And also, Lava King asked me when I went to Japan, did I eat dango? I did. I did try like the multicolored dango like we have in this game. They're like red or pink, yellow, blue ones on the stick. Yellow, red, green. I'm looking at them right here. But I also tried mitarashi dango, which is one of my favorites. That's the boy, Magnamalo. That's the smaller white ones on a skewer, and they're covered in like a sweet soy sauce glaze. I got to try that stuff fresh. Fantastic. Delicious stuff. What does dango taste like? It doesn't have a strong flavor if it doesn't have anything in it. The plain ones just taste kind of like a sweet taste because it's rice, right? It's like finely pounded rice with kind of a chewy texture, a little bit more soft than a gummy, but a little more firm than something that's like really like jelly-like. Is it like a donut? No, donuts are more cakey. Dango are more kind of stretchy and chewy, kind of more elastic because of the elasticity of the rice.
I don't think you use flour in dango, do you?
Rice flour. Well, it depends how they're made. If they're made of rice from scratch and hand pounded, then it's just rice. But you can make them with rice flour too. I know how to do that. Not as sticky and like sticky as taffy, where it like sticks to your teeth. It's hard to describe. They got kind of a unique texture to them. But sometimes they have sweet red bean on the inside, which is delicious. I did see we got a hydrate and a stretch from Golden Hellwolf. What's up, Golden Hellwolf? Welcome to the Monster Hunter stream. Our Dragon and I are powering through high rank for him.
Faster, buddy!
I haven't been to this map either. I think I've been here before. I liked this map.
Yeah, the caverns are a really good place to farm up for ore to sell off later. If you need to make money. Lava King says it's like... Is it like natto? No. Natto is very unique in texture. I haven't had natto, but I know what it tastes like. Or I know what the texture is because it's soybeans, fermented soybeans.
Who are we killing in this one?
Magnamalo in the middle. The flagship for base rise.
The question mark one. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. Yeah, natto's known for its really unusual flavor. Fermented soybeans. It's got kind of a slimy texture, but I've heard it tastes kind of like a soy sauce because that's how it's fermented. I wanted to try it, just didn't have time in Japan these last couple trips. People either like it or they hate it. Well, I don't know. I'm a big texture person, but if the flavor's good, then I can usually eat anything.
Time to get to work.
There's a bot in my chat. Let me try and get some distance and deal with that real quick.
Ow!
Just try not to die. Alright, that should be good enough.
Not
Give me 1
dying,
sec.
I can do. Not dying trying combat is difficult.
You can do it. I believe in you. Alright. Bot be gone. Hellwolf says, I'm so exhausted because I have low iron again. Oh, it was like an anemia type thing. Well, fortunately, we try and keep it pretty chill here, so feel free to relax and hang out while we try not to have Red Dragon die. No, I was talking about Hellwolf up in the chat, further up, Lava King. I don't know if they have leukemia, or not leukemia. I said anemia, like low iron in blood, not leukemia. It's different. As far as potential mods, I know you mentioned that before, Lava King. I haven't thought about opening up mod slots again. It's been a while. Maybe I'll talk to you offline about that, since you're here a lot. Okay, Hell says anemic is different, but I am anemic. All I know is that it's caused by low iron in blood, which can affect things like energy level and whatnot. Nope. Bad dodge.
Running away.
Have you done this fight before?
I have beat him before.
Okay.
He's the main boss of this game, isn't he?
Yeah, Magnamalo's the flagship for base rise. The dude on the cover. Kind of a fun fight. Has a lot of
He has a
attacks.
nice model.
Yeah, the armor's really cool too. It's like a traditional Japanese kind of like samurai type gear.
Random lore question.
Sure.
What's your planet rotation like?
Oh, like Homeworld lore.
Yeah.
Homeworlds, I haven't thought about it a ton recently, but I would say probably similar to Earth's. I don't know too much about non-standard rotations.
So years and days, I was saying then.
Yeah, pretty close. I think I had to go check the fact list, but there was mention of like the day-night cycle. It's a little bit different than our day-night cycle on this planet, but I'd have to go back and look and see what I said. Don't talk about lore as much nowadays. I should.
I love talking about lore.
Yeah.
If you, my place is basically Earth but shifted.
So how does that
Oh
change?
no!
How does that
It's-
change the way time passes? Sit down.
It's sort of the same. It's just. I normally say it's like me being isekai to this world from my one,
So
lore-wise.
like time zones.
but it's not really isekai. In my, if we go off my book, my world, where my OC's from, it's more advanced than this one. There's no paper money. There's coins still, but paper money is non-existent. You're way too easily to forge.
So are you looking at like a futuristic society or?
Almost. I would say about another 40 years on top of Earth.
Okay.
You don't carry, most people don't carry wallets around because it's all, your bank is all, because on Earth the banks are, you can rob a bank. Oh, how do you pronounce her name again? Cry? No, not Cry. Ow, I just blew up.
Who are you talking about?
That's my planet.
Oh, okay.
So I got a law book. Basically, it's basically almost impossible to hack or rob the main bank. In Earth, there's like Banks of Scotland, Bank of America, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
On my one, there is the same.
It's a universal bank.
Yeah, each country have their own big bank and so forth. And if you want to buy something, you just walk up and just scan your hand. It goes off your fingerprint and blood type. So don't check and have to carry money. So most of the time you don't get mugged.
But the only physical currency is coins,
Yeah.
not paper money.
Nope. No paper money.
I see Lava King mentioned in chat about a Monster Hunter World map. So because the games all take place in essentially different times and different areas, like the continental makeup of the Monster Hunter universe is something that people have been talking about for a really long time. Because like, for example, the Monster Hunter World and Iceborne take place in what's called the New World, which is like an unexplored continent or area compared to like the old world. But I really would like to see a comprehensive like map that shows, okay, from the start, here's where everything started and whatnot, because it's all kind of confusing because you have time periods and whatnot. One of the coolest theories I've seen for Monster Hunter, I don't know if you folks have heard this before, but it's a theory that the world of Monster Hunter that the games take place in is actually post-apocalyptic. So it's very far in the future, but past some sort of major world-changing event that caused, current day society that on Earth to no longer exist.
A rift type of thing.
Not a rift, it's more like everything sort of ended and society had to rebuild from the ground up.
How would that?
Let's go. Carve, carve, carve.
And so some of the theory behind it is things like magic and whatnot were discovered because all of the technology that the main people of the world had doesn't exist anymore. That's what a theory. I don't think that's ever been proven as canon, but I'm curious as to how the Wyverians factor in the dragon people. You know,
Yeah.
because they've always been a
Yeah.
part of Monster Hunter, but one big conflict they talk about in like the art books is they call it like the War of the Dragons or something, where kind of like in Dark Souls, humanity was fighting against the dragons that were threatening to wipe everything out. So maybe that caused some sort of like extinction level event type of thing that changed the world. But it is interesting.
Is there a single race on your planet?
Yes. The Homeworlder race is the only race on the planet.
Ah.
Talked a little bit about that on some of the drawing streams where I've done concepts of showing what the Homeworlders look like and their clothing. But I have not shown off what I look like on Homeworld.
Oh, so you're using the fake
All right, let's go.
image.
Not image. When I came here, in order to live here, I had to get a human body. And so I occupy a human body since I've been here. Otherwise, the terms of my staying on the planet would dictate that I would have got kicked off.
Are you like the bug out of Man in Black? Curled up in a skin, or you basically...
Ready when you are.
It's an assumed form. It's not. It's not like a parasitized thing where I'm wearing a human skin.
So it's more when... What's that movie called? When the Earth Stood Still.
No, I haven't seen that movie in a while. At least the old one. I didn't see the newer one. Wasn't Keanu Reeves in that one?
Yep.
He was the main alien guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an assumed form. It's not like I had my consciousness transplanted into a human body.
Question mark. Oh, no. I want to go back. Place my goodies.
Human anatomy is very different, though, I will say.
Ta-da!
I don't miss it.
Humans have a lot more dangly bits and organs that just kind of hang about compared to
Yep.
Homeworlders. I don't know what whimsical god of creation thought it was a good idea for one gender of a species to have its weak point hanging outside of its body, just there to be struck at any given moment. Seems like an intentional design flaw.
But at least I can track, so let's say mine.
That would be nice. There are some monks, human monks,
I am
that
attacking a
train.
lizard.
You got to train for a long time as a human to be able to retract your sensitive bits to a point where they can't be hit, but I'm no monk, so I can't do that.
I mean, like my OC. I'm a lizard. Where am I going? I have no idea.
Alright.
Wait.
High rank Rathalos. Poster child for Monster Hunter, the mascot.
Yay.
In every game. It's really the Mario when you think about it. And he's red.
Yay. Red things are the best.
I tend to like blue and teal things more, but it's
Really, I would never guessed.
No, it's not my favorite color. No.
I'm here, and I can help. I forgot to eat.
Whoops. Who is that? That's Maggie? Alright.
For a ride.
But I'm dodging that fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a ride
Nope.
on Maggie. Free hits. Free hits are good.
Watch and learn.
The Wyvern riding moveset on Magnamall is really good. The
Yeah.
neutral heart attack with the spear comes out very fast. We're busting parts off this poor Rathalos.
How do you like that? That looks like it's gonna hurt.
Nope, that was definitely too early.
Ow. Oh, I'm on fire. Drop and roll. I want... Yes. Don't look at me. Sharpening my blade. Knew you were doing that.
Eyes on you.
Oh. Okay, head's broken. Looks like the little right wing is unbroken in the back.
Yep.
Don't let him get away. Let's go.
Another thing I hope they keep in Wilds, which I'd be surprised if they didn't, is the follower system, which you haven't gotten to quite yet, but you will be soon once you get to Master Rank. The ability to have the AI companions go with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So a bunch of the people you encounter in Base Rise and a bunch of the NPCs in Sunbreak, you can unlock the ability to have them come with you on a hunt. They just help you out. I want the ability to like tailor AI and tailor gear. That would be really cool. Nope. Eat myself off the cliff.
Run away. I'm kicking your ass.
Ride like the wind.
Thought we could clip him before he left. Oh well.
We did try.
I think we've yet to take longer than 10 minutes to complete one of these missions. Which is
Oh,
good.
it's not really that hard, to be honest. It's only normal rank.
Yep. It'll get hard. Don't worry. Master Rank is decently challenging, but I feel like this game doesn't hit its kind of true difficulty till you get to the post game. Start doing anomaly hunting.
You lost?
Where am I? I thought the path was directly underneath. I gotta go around, don't
Nope,
I?
above. Nope, behind. Nope, behind. Directly on the if you look at the map, directly on the left side of number 5.
Oh, I have to go up? I have to go up, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah, alright. Keep him busy. I see.
Well, hello there, Mr. Revelos.
No, no, you're not running again.
Just a bit more.
Would have.
See ya.
Yeah.
Didn't even break a sweat. Let's go.
All right, let's see what we have.
Yeah, time to carve up my own kin.
Looks like we did that in about 7 minutes. I
Yeah.
think I'm getting better with the boat.
Nice.
Oh, looks like we got everything except the back and the tail. You got the longsword. I'm surprised we're not chopping off more tails.
I'm not really aiming for tails, to be honest.
Alright.
I'm aiming just to kill him. Let me get my high gear first before I do all that.
Okay,
He's talking to me.
so you're hunter rank 3. I don't remember what the top rank is for the end of base rise. I want to say it's 6 or 7. We do need to officially wrap up the stream soon. Coming up on 3 hours.
Coming up on. We can end it here. Unless you want to do one more. Completely up to you.
Do you have an urgent?
No, I don't have an urgent.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can cap here. I was gonna say if you had an urgent, we could do that and at least get you to the next tier. But
I think I've got
overall,
another
I think
Another
you're more
5
than
to do.
halfway through. I think. No,
Yeah.
Actually, I can just look. Can look at the list and see how high it goes.
Star 3, and I got 1 out of 6.
Okay, let's see. You're at 3 stars.
Yep.
Okay,
So 3 stars end of high rank.
goes up to 7.
So
These are
back.
the available quests.
Starts at 4 stars at high rank, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts at 4, so it goes 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so I'm at 3, so after doing 3, it should hit high rank now.
Come back anytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we've been doing low rank stuff. I see. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Just
hunter
started
rank
number
4 or 4 star rather is the beginning of high rank. Then it goes 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're kind of more of a third in, not quite half.
At least about to finish mid rank
See
or
you
whatever
later,
you
then.
want to call it. High rank.
Yeah.
And hit master rank.
Well, once we hit high rank, you're going to want to find a set that you can use. 'Cause
Yeah.
Low rank gear is not going to cut it in master rank.
I do have high rank gear on me.
You do?
It's the blue barbarian. Is it barbarian sets?
I've
It
been waiting
is
for
the
you.
black bout helm.
Oh, did you hit high rank in village? On the village quests? Is that how you got the access to high rank stuff?
No, it gave me this when I first got the game when it first came out.
Oh. Is that the
I have-
Guardian set?
No, the Guardians. I have one high rank black bout S set of armor. It's with like the blue shiny stuff. Give me 2 seconds. How do I change my layers? Change layers equipment.
I forgot that some of the stuff that you
I
can
missed
get.
it.
Oh, okay. Is that considered high rank? That was part
Yep.
of the stuff that you get for.
Yep.
Yeah, the deal when Sunbreak came out to kind of power through. Right? That sounds familiar. Okay.
I swear I got this before Sunbreak. There's two sets. There's an orange one, which is low rank, and a blue one, which is high rank.
I see. Okay, well, at some point in high rank, well, you might want to find a set that just works well with longsword if you're going to stick with longsword,
Yeah.
and then just keep that set and upgrade it in decent amount. And then once you get to master rank, you'll find like an actual more permanent set to use. It's just difficult because if you don't invest in a high rank set and then you go to mastered, you're going to get steamrolled by the damage. But you don't want to waste time putting together a completely maxed out set in high rank because ultimately it'll get negated at master rank anyway.
This arm is rarity 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be high rank. Since master rank is 8, 9, and 10, I want to say. I don't think it goes up to 11. I don't remember. But yeah, overall good progress. I think
Yep.
keep chipping it away, and you'll get there eventually. So
Thank
let
you
me.
for helping.
Yeah, no problem, dude. It was a good conversation, and I don't mind helping people out. I need to practice with bow anyway. Let me go pull up my list and see who's online that we can raid. Let's see. Not too many people I know are online. But I can look and see if there are some VTubers that are playing Monster Hunter Rise. Let's see, what's this person about? I think I'll just pick someone from the list that only has a couple viewers. Just to go and spread the good vibes over there.
Yeah.
All right, I found someone. Don't know much about this person, but they're playing Monster Hunter Rise, so that's good enough. So let me go ahead and go to outro. I'm gonna get a mix of the audio here, but yeah, we'll wrap up for today. Again, thanks for letting me co-op with you, Red Dragon. Always a pleasure.
No problem. Anytime.
We will be back next week. I haven't figured out next week's stream schedule. We are doing Elden Ring next Saturday.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yes. That's
Okay.
fine.
So same back time, same back channel for Elden Ring, and then I'll figure out the rest of the week. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, folks. Hope you all have a good rest of your evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Say goodnight, Red Dragon.
Good night, Red Dragon.
All right, catch you later, folks.